Welcome back to React University. I'm Corey.
And I'm Dana.
And today we're back with another episode of My Hero Academia.
That is right. We are watching Season 6, Episode 131, aka Episode 18, Izuku Midoriya and Tomura Shigaraki. But before we dive in, don't forget, like this video, comment, share, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you always know whenever we're releasing something new.
Also, don't forget to become a member of our Patreon. Remember, you get the full reaction to this episode right now on our Patreon. Please go and support, really help the channel, as well as many other content we have currently on the page. So please go and support. It really means a lot to us, whatever tier you decide to join us on. And with that, let's go ahead and get into it. Class is in session. Let's do this.
Feel it. The vestige of me that lives within one for all.
Young Midoriya.
You must be talking with the previous wielders.
What's going on? What happened to everybody else?
They all got their ass handed to them.
We need to have ourselves a talk before you wake up.
Oh, they got a intervention going on?
The timing's not ideal.
Is that symbolism for who haven't present themselves yet?
Mm-hmm.
These are the people who had one for all before me.
Is that supposed to be
They're in my dreams
in
again.
the middle? Is that supposed to be
All Might? I don't think
All
so.
Might?
Well, I don't know.
At first, we could only talk to you when we found cracks in your consciousness. But we're not limited to those moments anymore. The reason is related to my power, which you now hold. When my brother forcibly pulled us into the battle earlier, we gained even more freedom.
That's good.
Wow.
Don't you worry. We'll still give you plenty of privacy if you know what I mean.
That's right.
Right. Back then, I wasn't able to do much more than make noise.
What do you want to talk about?
Dang! I can almost understand what you're saying.
Allow me to explain.
I'm here for it. What we about to learn?
My name's Hikage Shinomori, and I was One for All's fourth wielder.
According to All Might,
what
the
quirk was
fourth
that?
wielder's quirk was the ability to sense danger.
Oh, yeah,
It was
the
kind of a shock to be
spider
honest.
senses.
Okay.
So he started living in seclusion like a hermit.
Mine was a terrible era. Were you informed of how I died and how old I was at the time?
I'm pretty sure he crossed out the important details.
We discovered
why?
I died of old age.
What?
We've discovered.
What this fact
What's the
leads us to
idea?
believe is that One for All can't be wielded safely by an ordinary human.
What does that mean?
I'm second only to Yagi in terms of users who lived with the quirk the longest. I always knew I didn't stand a chance of defeating him myself. So I figured the best thing I could do was improve.
To like shorten their lifespan?
It's like Attack on Titan. You got 13 years.
As Yagi researched, he was able to track down my medical records and autopsy report. The natural causes that killed me due to the multiple quirks inside my body.
Wait a minute. Only had the power longer.
Right.
Longer than when you wielded it, right?
That's correct, which is exactly the reason we needed to talk to you. We died in battle, not of old age.
So they're gonna practice.
What was the intrinsic difference between Yagi and Shinomori? All Might was quirkless! Yes, after I heard what my brother had to say, I was certain. A person's consciousness is etched into their quirk factor, so why is Yagi's vestige here?
That is.
So that is on my
Yeah.
With no quirk of his own, he's the only user who gained a vestige through One for All itself. Think of one's ability to hold a quirk as a glass. It overflows, eating away at your lifespan.
Okay.
My cultivated power fit perfectly, and it became his true.
So we got nothing to worry about. But you're trying to tell us?
Could only reach its true potential
In a
when wielded by
quirkless
someone
person.
born powerless.
Nice. Nice.
So now he doesn't have to feel bad for having been chosen, kind of.
Right.
Ah.
Can't be passed on anymore. Is that what you're trying to say?
There is a caveat. You could pass it on to another quirkless person,
Yeah.
but they're like an endangered species.
True.
In must have been fate once again that the two of you somehow became back-to-back recipients.
Yeah.
Nice.
You get what this means, kid?
You might be
You might be the last person who wields one for all.
And now the real question. Izuku. Tell us, can you kill Tomura Shigaraki?
Hell yeah, I can. What you talking about?
Kill him.
Yeah.
Not immobilize him.
Nah, smash his face in.
I'm talking about Deku.
Yeah.
Can you
Put his
kill
face right through
Tomura
the floor.
Shigaraki? That's not a request. I'm gauging your resolve. You thought he looked as though he was asking for help, didn't you?
The problem is, the rest of us had a completely different take on the situation. But in that moment, it didn't seem like he wanted to be saved.
Because that's the person All for One raised him to be.
True.
My brother was incarcerated during the fight.
Me and N, my junior here, we both ended up facing All for One. But we managed to keep him from stealing the power from us.
Junior.
No person can produce such an overwhelming will alone. Our best guess is All for One's trying to use Shigaraki's hatred as a booster.
We believe that One for All is meant to destroy All for One completely. It looked like Yagi had accomplished this, but my brother is tenacious and he's trying to make a comeback.
But Tomura Shigaraki is my grandson. I left my family to fight All for One, abandon my child, and this is the result. However, if that monster manages to fully awaken, no one will be able to stop him. Some people are simply beyond redemption.
But how do you know?
So if you think he looked like he wanted to be saved, ask yourself, in the end, will you have the resolve necessary to kill him?
No. That's what it felt like.
His mouth is showing now.
When Shigaraki's consciousness penetrated One for All, we were so close. Yet in the depths of that hatred, I could sense a lost child crying. I've fought a lot of people since I received this power. I never found out why they ended up becoming villains, what caused all their anger. Shigaraki killed so many innocent people. He hurt those I care about. But still,
That's his personality.
that's something I learned from All Might. It's not just me. This thing you've cultivated through blood, sweat, and tears has encouraged countless people to become better versions of themselves over the generations.
So much.
One for All has taken on another purpose in this world.
He's crying.
And I get that the only way to stop him might be to kill him.
I want to save that little kid!
Aww.
Love
And
that.
that's why we'll follow your lead.
Mad respect.
Not me over here, like.
This was a test, for which I apologize. Gran Torino is alive.
That's good.
When you wake up, tell him I said hello. We made a mistake those many years ago.
I'm telling you.
Yet some
It has to be.
I think it's the dad.
I don't know what you're saying, but I can feel the conversation. The predecessors are sharing their stories. The information is flowing through me. You were once quirkless, and now look at you.
That's right.
Let's skip the intros so I can get straight to the important stuff.
How do
This is about Midoriya, and One for All. More and more people are asking questions, and Endeavor told us that as the battle progressed, Shigaraki was targeting Midoriya.
You must keep this secret to ensure your own well-being, true, but also for the safety of the world.
And these two aren't the types to back down.
They're not.
We should talk somewhere private. I'll tell you everything.
But I guarantee he can trust them with that information.
They want to believe heroes have integrity.
Dabi is indeed my oldest son, Toya Todoroki. I can't deny what he spoke is the truth. I stand before you to apologize for my misdeeds.
Let him know you thought he was dead.
What a terrible father.
Dude, he should have denied it. I was rooting for the guy.
You're saying that he didn't lie, but he did!
He's right. Best Genus is alive, which refutes Dabi's claims that Hawks murdered him. Yeah!
My father's identity. How I killed a desperate villain who was running away. That's all true. Regarding Jin Bubai-Gawara, I thought I had no other choice but to keep him out of the fight. If he had activated his quirk, the damage would have been unimaginably worse than it already was.
Facts.
I've got a question.
Those
In the
hands,
chaos
though.
caused by Gigantomachia, my own mother was seriously injured. Do you really think apologizing and saying you feel bad fixes anything?
They do.
It was the villains who did this, sure, but the only reason they were able to wreak havoc on such a scale is because of your mistakes!
If we stood up here crying and carrying on, would that make your mother better?
Huh?
Yeah.
No, of course it wouldn't!
So what?
Be a hero.
You make a good point. That's how I will atone for my sins.
But right now, there are fewer heroes.
Can't with his neck piece. I need him see him without the neck piece. Is his neck that long?
UA High and other schools with hero courses will be designated as emergency shelters. Families of enrolled students are already moving into these buildings.
He's watching over Midoriya's mom.
Direct your blame and anger at me, but let us help you. Plenty of pros are still risking their lives for you.
Yeah.
Again, I'll say watch me.
Facts.
Call on when they need help? Then the heroes disappear.
My girl.
Haven't had enough pain yet.
Guys, this is super bad! Look! I had a letter from Midoriya on my door!
Yeah, we know. Us too.
Uraraka, thank you so much. My quirk is a power passed on to me from All Might. The last thing I want to do is put others in danger. Being in the hero course and meeting everyone in Class A has made me happier than I could have ever imagined.
Why am I getting emotional?
You idiot.
Yeah.
If heroes are those who don't hesitate to take the hardest path, then who will be willing to follow them when they're suffering? In April, Deku left our hero academy.
So you never graduated.
Well, he was only a sophomore, right? There you go, vigilante clothing.
Tied it up.
Looks like a huge villain.
What we about to do? The final act
Oh my
begins.
gosh.
Ah!
Oh.
Ah!
When they say final act, they don't mean like this isn't the last season, is it?
No, because
okay.
I saw a trailer for season 2 and season 7. It's like, oh, okay, they got season 7 coming out. Cool. I just did something with the audio. That's gonna mess up some stuff. Accidentally.
What did you just do?
I don't know, but hopefully it doesn't cause too much of an issue. Either way, there it is. That's good. That was good.
It was really good.
That was really good.
It was really good.
So they was able to pull a little bit more of the onion out, kind of explain a little bit more about how the successor and all that work, and how, because there was a time I was like, you know, Midoriya, I like you and all. I can't. You crybaby. You whine all the time.
Heart.
I understand the heart,
whine.
but
he had
like,
heart.
boy, would it have been great if
like
he passed it to Lemillion. Like, if he passed it to Lemillion would have took that quirk and just take it to a whole nother level. But what they explained was he was technically the best candidate.
Yeah.
Because one, he
was
has the
quirkless,
heart.
but he has the heart of a hero.
Yeah.
And like the willingness to do whatever it takes. And he was demonstrating that before he even had any abilities to make him effective at that.
Right.
I loved not the way he stood up to them, but I like the way that he
his conviction.
Yeah, that's really what it is.
His resolve.
He's like, there are
different than
times.
their resolve.
Yeah, and the fact that he's like, there have been plenty of other times where he's like, I fought because I knew that was the best path forward to protect people. He's like, but this is one where there might be another option. I love that for him, and I feel like it's his boldness and his conviction kind of made him come more into his own. When he said about understanding how or why people became villains, it reminded me actually about Demon Slayer. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Tanjiro, how he likes to kind of hear the compassion and what happened to them to get living into that point.
Right.
Having compassion for, you know, I guess the arc that makes somebody choose whether to be a hero or whether to be a villain. So
yeah. I like the fact, again, they've been making it a secret for a long time. It's been a secret for like centuries, like at least a century. Where they're passing on the quirk, and no one's to know about it. Good to understand that, like, yeah, you have a time stamp basically because you're a cup overflowing a fluid because you're stockpiling.
Why'd you gotta say a fluid?
And it just cause you to overspill. And so they have a timestamp. So they're like,
you're a limit. Like they're a limited
vessel. I just next thing I know, I'm dead.
I already said I started getting cracks appearing in my body, and I thought, I gotta get stronger.
Like, but like legit cracks.
That's what
you know
I'm
what
saying.
I'm saying? Like that's disgusting. Like your skin just starts splitting open.
But is that what's going on with his face? Is that not a scar? Is that a crack?
That could be what it is. But like, so obviously now we know that Deku was the best candidate for it, but also now they're sharing it. So All Might, he knew that this was not something that they could just secretly keep on the wraps. They need to now cover it, explain it to everyone. So he explained it. But I thought that was pretty good.
I was also gonna say, I think it might also help I want to say boost Deku's confidence, but I feel like there was so much at school where he felt like I'm at a disadvantage because I'm quirkless, and kind of like that, should I even be here? Do I deserve to be here? And it's not necessarily that he doesn't deserve to be here. I think there's something about like, yeah, I'm quirkless, yeah, that's a disadvantage, but it actually makes me the best candidate for this, and that can give you some sense of assurance to be like, and if there's no one going to be no one after me, I need to go as hard as I can. Like, but you're going as hard as you can because you want to, you don't feel like you have as much, it takes away that I have to prove something, right? You can just go in, go in for the sake of wanting to be the best, but not because you're trying to overcome some, like, I don't know, negative.
I'm giving this episode an 8.5. This was good.
8.5?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna give it a 9.2.
9.2. 8.5.
I almost started crying, but I mean, I don't know if that's really saying that.
Yeah, look, he need to put his face in the dirt.
But Shigaraki's face in the dirt.
But Deku is gonna be like, oh no, So I understand. I understand the angle. I understand the angle. It makes sense. I understand that angle. I definitely understand that angle.
I do think that if it came to it and there was no better option, that he would that he would stop Shigaraki. Like, I do believe that. But I do also believe that if he thinks at any point that there is some level of redemption available, he won't feel like in good faith he can just take him out if he doesn't get a chance.
Yeah.
And I kind of see what he's saying. I can kind of see, like, I do kind of feel for Shigaraki's childhood self.
Let's see that. So you're saying 9.2?
9.125.
9.125, 8.5 for me. What is your score? What would you give it? Comment below. Let us know. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification. Always get the latest anything we post here on the channel.
Yep, and also don't forget to become a member of our Patreon. You can see the full reaction to this episode, the rest of the My Hero Academia series, and many other things right there, right now. Many tiers, many options. Go check it out.
Many tiers.
You won't be disappointed.
And until next time.
Bye.